You know the fear. That sharp breath you take when you stumble, when your foot catches something invisible, or when your balance shifts too quickly. It's an instant, freezing moment of panic. For many of us, that moment is followed by deep worry. We worry about our medication, we worry about how dizzy we felt this morning, we worry about losing our strength. We spend so much time focusing on our bodies, on the medical reasons for falls, that we completely miss the biggest danger of all. The biggest danger isn't inside your body, it is inside your home. This realization is critical because it shifts control back to you. The statistics are devastatingly clear. A fall is not just a painful accident, it is the single greatest threat to your independence. It is often the reason people are forced to leave the homes they love. But here is the good news, the life-changing number you need to remember right now. 4 out of every 5 serious falls, almost 80% of them, do not happen randomly. They happen in just 5 predictable, identifiable spots inside your own walls. 5 danger zones. That's it. If you understand those 5 places and fix them right now, you eliminate 80% of your risk. You stop worrying about random chance and start regaining confidence. Today, we are going to walk through your house together. We are performing a safety scan that takes focus away from doctors and puts power back into your hands. This isn't about buying new equipment, it's about scanning your environment for invisible threats. Grab a mental checklist and let's start the scan immediately. We begin with danger zone number 1, the transition zone. This is the doorway, the threshold, the foyer, and the entry hall. This spot causes unexpected falls because it combines 3 high-risk factors: split attention, low light, and hidden trip hazards. Think about arriving home. You're probably carrying something: groceries, the mail, the dog's leash, maybe a purse or a walker. Your hands are full. Your attention is split between juggling items and managing the lock. This is the perfect moment for your environment to betray you. First, look at the lighting. The light switch must be immediately accessible the second you step inside or just before you step outside. If you have to take 3 shuffling steps in the dark to hit the light switch, you are already gambling with shadows and clutter. If the switch is inconvenient, install an inexpensive motion sensor light near the entry. Make sure that light is strong enough to illuminate the floor, not just the ceiling. Shadows hide small but deadly hazards. Second, look down at the floor. Specifically, look at the transition area right inside the door. Do you have a small decorative rug there? Maybe a welcome mat that sits inside the door frame? If you can kick that rug with your foot and it slides, folds, or moves, it is a tripwire. If you cannot secure it with heavy-duty anti-slip pads or double-sided tape, remove it immediately. It is not worth the risk. Third, look at clutter in that immediate entry space. Do you drop your shoes right there? Is the pile of packages waiting to be sorted sitting just inside the door? Often, we lean things against the wall near the door: an umbrella, a cane, a package intended for a neighbor. When you are fumbling for the light or closing the door, that leaning object becomes a low-level, invisible threat. Designate a clear, immediate drop zone for shoes and mail that is not directly in the walking path. This is non-negotiable. Fourth, check the actual threshold. This is the low lip of wood or metal at the bottom of the door frame. If it is high enough that you must lift your foot to step over it, it creates a momentary challenge to balance. If you use a cane or a walker, even a small threshold can stop the wheels dead or catch the toe of your shoe. If you cannot remove or safely ramp the threshold, slow down and be conscious of that step every single time. Treat it like a miniature stair. By controlling the lighting, securing all rugs, eliminating clutter, and respecting the threshold, you have just neutralized danger zone number 1. You have made your front-of-house transition area drastically safer. We have addressed the entry point where the split attention is highest. Now, we must move to the structure that causes the most fear and the most severe injuries. We are moving to danger zone number 2. And it is the single most intimidating structure in any multi-story home: the stairs. We will show you why stairs are responsible for falls in ways you never expected, even if you never miss a step. That starts right now in part 2. We continue our vital home safety scan. We establish that fixing just 5 specific zones in your house can prevent up to 80% of all severe falls. This is not about accepting decline. It is about demanding a safer environment. You need to switch your focus from medication schedules to floor plans. We have already covered the first major hazard zone. Now, we move to the structure that causes some of the most catastrophic falls, the stairs. Then danger. Spot number 2. The stairs and stairwells, the gravity trap. If your home has multiple levels, the stairs are the highest risk activity you perform daily. Unlike standing up or sitting down, there is no quick recovery once momentum is lost on the steps. A fall here almost guarantees a fracture or head injury. You climb these stairs dozens of times a week, usually without thinking. This repetition builds complacency, which is exactly what the fall risk relies on. Let's analyze the steps themselves. Hazard 2A, the hidden steps. Look at the lighting immediately. Most stairwells are severely underlit. They use a single ceiling fixture that casts shadows down the steps. Shadows hide the edge of the riser. They make the difference between one step and the next disappear, especially early in the morning or late at night. Your solution here must be robust. Install 2 lights, one at the top landing and one at the bottom landing. Ensure the bulbs are high-wattage LED lights that cast bright, consistent illumination. Better yet, use motion sensor lights. If you walk onto the top landing at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom, the lights must come on automatically. You do not have time to fumble for a switch. You are already halfway into the danger zone. Hazard 2B, the single point of contact. Now, look at your handrail. Is it sturdy? Is it firmly attached to the wall studs or just held by flimsy drywall anchors? Test it. Put your full weight onto it. If it creaks or wobbles, fix it immediately. You should have a railing on both sides of the staircase if space allows. If you are carrying laundry or a meal tray, you may only be able to grip one side. Make sure that grip is available and trustworthy. The rail must run continuously from the very first step to the very last. Often, rails stop 1 or 2 steps short. That final step down is when you are most relaxed, and that is when you trip. The railing must be there to guide the full descent. Hazard 2C, the loose runner. If you have a carpet runner on your stairs, check its security. Runners that buckle, wear thin, or come loose on the corners are high-risk trip hazards. The best solution is often bare, non-slip wood or stone steps. If you must have carpeting, it must be industrial grade, tight pile, and professionally secured to the nose of every single step. If your stairs are painted or bare wood, consider using contrasting safety tape. Apply a brightly colored, high-friction strip right across the edge of the tread. This uses contrast to visually define the end of the step. Hazard 2D, the just for a minute pile. Look right now at the third step from the bottom. Do you see a stack of magazines, a pair of shoes, or an Amazon package waiting to be taken upstairs? Clutter on the stairs is not just untidiness. It is a guaranteed tripwire. It forces you to change your gait, step around it, and momentarily shifts your focus away from the difficult task of climbing. The rule here is immediate removal. Nothing sits on the stairs for any reason, ever. This is a crucial safety zone, not a storage shelf. Danger spot, number 3. The kitchen, the reach and spill zone. The kitchen is the heart of independence. It is also the most common place for environmental spills and awkward body movements. Unlike the bathroom where falls happen fast, kitchen falls often happen slowly, following a moment of poor judgment or unnecessary stretching. We are not worried about cooking safety here. We are worried about how the physical environment sets you up for a fall. Hazard 3A, the climbing decision. You need to reach a seldom-used heavy bowl on the top shelf. What do you use to get it? If your answer is an office chair, a dining chair pulled from the table, or a stool with wheels, you are moments away from a fall. Climbing on unstable surfaces is a primary cause of severe kitchen falls. The risk is compounded by the fact that you often have something in your hand when you step down, a plate, a glass, or a bowl. Actionable solution. Buy one sturdy, certified step stool with a locking mechanism and a built-in handle rail. Store it permanently in the kitchen and use it for all high reaches. Better yet, reorganize your kitchen. Move all frequently used items, coffee cups, everyday plates, spices, down to waist height or counter height. If you use it daily, you should not have to bend or reach for it. Hazard 3B, the slip and twist. The area directly in front of your sink and stove is a wet zone. You pull dishes from the sink, water drips onto the floor. You stir a pot, grease spatters. If you have a kitchen runner or mat here, check it immediately. Does it have a thick rubber backing? Does it stay completely flat, even at the corners? Many kitchen rugs are cheap, lightweight woven materials that slide instantly on tile or vinyl floors. They become slick when wet, and they bunch up at the edges. Replace any rug that slides or buckles with industrial-grade, non-slip rubber mats. Ensure they are wide enough so that if you take one step back from the sink, you are still on the safe surface. If you use a deep clean mop, ensure the floor dries completely before you walk on it again. You must eliminate standing water and slick residues near cooking areas. Hazard 3C, the low-level clutter. Think about opening your low cabinets. You bend, twist your back, and often pull out heavy items like Dutch ovens or large bags of dog food. This bending and twisting puts your balance systems under stress, especially if you have arthritis or lower back pain. Minimize the need to access low cabinets. If possible, install pull-out drawers or lazy Susans in these lower zones. This allows the item to come to you, rather than forcing you to stoop down completely. Also, be vigilant about clutter near the floor, specifically near the pantry or refrigerator. Grocery bags, shopping totes, or shoes left near the entrance of the kitchen are invisible trip hazards when you are focused on preparing food. The kitchen demands attention. When you are busy cooking, your awareness of the floor disappears. You must make the floor safe by default. We have now systematically covered the extreme risks posed by the bathroom and the everyday traps found in the stairwell and the kitchen. In the next part, we will complete our scan by entering the 2 remaining high-risk zones, including the surprising danger spots lurking in your own bedroom and the often ignored threshold of your entryway. This will finalize your 5-point protection plan against the 80% of falls that are waiting to happen. We move now to the 3rd primary danger zone. Danger Zone 3. The kitchen, the distraction trap. The kitchen feels safe because you are usually standing still or moving slowly. But the kitchen is the place where distraction meets water and heat. It causes falls not from poor balance, but from sudden reactions. Think about what happens when you spill water or oil near the stove. Your immediate rapid impulse is to step away fast. That quick reactive step is when falls happen. Or consider the reach. The kitchen forces you to reach high above your head for spices or bend low into those deep, dark cabinets for heavy pots. Both of these movements throw your center of gravity off balance instantly, especially if you are holding something heavy. The solutions here are practical and immediate. First, the placement of everyday items is critical. Heavy items like your slow cooker or cast iron pots must be stored in cabinets that require no bending or stretching. Keep them between your waist and shoulder height. Your daily essentials, the coffee cups, the frequently used medicines, the breakfast cereal, keep those within easy reach. No stepladders necessary. Second, water control. Place non-slip kitchen mats in front of the sink and stove areas. These mats must be low profile, meaning they cannot have thick raised edges that act as a trip hazard themselves. If you spill anything, stop the task immediately. Do not try to move around the spill. Clean it up fully before you take another step. Kitchen fall prevention is about discipline and anticipation, not speed. Danger Zone 4. Entryways and thresholds, the hidden hazard. This spot is responsible for an outsized number of falls because the danger is literally built into the floor plan. We are talking about entryways, doors leading to the garage or balcony, and the transition areas between different floor types. The biggest culprit here is the threshold, that small ridge between rooms. If you shuffle your feet even slightly, that tiny ridge of wood or metal is enough to catch a toe and send you sprawling forward. If you have highly contrasting flooring, say, light tile moving into dark wood, this optical shift can also disorient the foot and increase risk. But the biggest enemy in this zone is the throw rug. I cannot stress this enough. Loose throw rugs are among the most dangerous objects in any senior's home. If you have one, you must do one of two things: secure it permanently or remove it entirely. You secure it using specialized high-grip double-sided tape that locks the entire perimeter of the rug down to the floor. Do not rely on rubber matting underneath. It fails over time. If you love the look of a rug, choose a very low-pile carpet that is large enough to extend well past the furniture. Better yet, remove them. Next, focus on the immediate entryway. When people come in, they track in rain, snow, or mud. That mix of water and grime on a smooth floor surface is incredibly slippery. Keep an absorbent, heavy, non-slip mat right inside the door. Wipe your shoes thoroughly every single time. This isn't just about protecting your floors. It's about ensuring that your very first step inside the house is a safe one. Danger Zone 5. The bedroom and nighttime path, the darkness test. This is the fifth and arguably the most dangerous zone of all 5. Why? Because falls that happen at night, especially during the trip to the bathroom, account for a shocking number of serious injuries. You are moving fast, you are disoriented, and the room is dark. Your reaction time is slow, and your balance is compromised because you just woke up. The simple goal here is to eliminate total darkness from the moment you leave the bed until you are back in it. Solution number 1, lighting. You need motion-activated lighting. Install inexpensive LED sensor strips under your bed frame and along the baseboards leading toward the bathroom. These strips only turn on when they detect movement, providing a soft ambient glow that illuminates the path without being jarring or blinding. It is critical that you use a dim amber-colored light. Harsh blue or white light disrupts the melatonin cycle, making it harder to fall back asleep. Solution number 2, the path itself. The area immediately surrounding your bed must be completely clear. No loose charging cords, no pile of books, no random slippers left in the middle of the floor. Ensure the clear pathway remains clear all the way to the bathroom. If you use a walker, keep it right beside the bed where you can reach it easily, even in the dark. Before you get up, sit on the edge of the bed for a full 30 seconds. Allow your blood pressure to stabilize and your eyes to adjust to the light. Rushing from horizontal to vertical is a primary cause of dizziness and falls. A nighttime trip must be planned, controlled, and illuminated. These 5 zones, the bathroom, the stairs, the kitchen, the entryways, and the bedroom, account for 80% of falls inside the home. You have the knowledge now. But knowledge alone is not enough. In our final segment, we will talk about the crucial checks you need to perform monthly. We will cover the overlooked maintenance and the vital role of your assistive devices in keeping you confidently on your feet. Stay with us. We have detailed 4 of the 5 most critical spots in your home. These are the zones where risks multiply. They require your constant, focused attention. Now, we turn to the final most deceptive danger spot. This spot is responsible for fewer falls overall, but the falls that happen here are often the most severe. Why? Because they happen when your brain is half asleep. Danger Spot 5. The Midnight Path. Danger spot number 5 is not a specific room, but the corridor between your bed and your bathroom. We call this the midnight path. Think about 3 a.m. You wake up suddenly. You need to get up now. Your blood pressure hasn't stabilized. Your balance is sluggish. You are moving with urgency, but your eyes cannot adjust to the low light fast enough. This SWOT is a recipe for disaster. The floor you navigate at 3 p.m. is perfectly safe. The same floor at 3 a.m. is highly dangerous. What creates the risk on the midnight path? First, the obstacles you forget are there. A spouse's charging cable running along the baseboard. The rug pad that slid 3 inches while you were sleeping. The laundry basket tucked temporarily near the doorway. These items are invisible shadows in the dark. Second, the furniture. That low chest of drawers you usually step around perfectly fine. In the dark, your foot finds the corner. The sharp pain causes an immediate involuntary movement. You lurch forward and trip over the rug that follows. Third, the light controls themselves. How many steps does it take you to get from your headboard to the nearest light switch? If that switch is across the room, you are crossing 5 feet of floor in total darkness before you can illuminate the path. That is 5 feet of high risk. The fix for the midnight path is simple and non-negotiable. You need 2 things: a clear floor and reliable low-level light. Get a nightlight that is built with a motion sensor. Place it strategically near the bedside. It should activate the moment your feet swing out of bed. If you cannot install a motion sensor light, use peel and stick LED strips under the frame of your bed. Set them on a low, warm tone. They provide a subtle glow that defines the floor without shocking your eyes. You must clear all charging cables from the path between the bed and the bathroom door, every single one. Use cord covers or secure them firmly against the wall. And most importantly, when you wake in the middle of the night, always take 5 extra seconds before standing up. Swing your feet to the floor. Sit for a full count of 5. Let your blood pressure stabilize. Let your brain wake up just enough to register the danger. Rushing out of bed is one of the highest risks we face daily. Fight the urge to hurry. The 80% solution. We have now systematically scanned the 5 areas that cause the vast majority of environmental falls: the entryway and hallways, the stairwells, the kitchen, the bathroom transfer points, and the midnight path. Remember the critical statistic? Up to 80% of falls that happen inside the home are caused by environmental hazards in these 5 specific zones. This means you hold the power to eliminate 4 out of every 5 potential falls simply by addressing your surroundings. This realization is incredibly freeing. It shifts the focus away from feeling powerless about dizziness or worrying about the side effects of every single pill you take. It allows you to focus on direct action where you are the expert, your own house. You are the project manager of your own safety. Now, let's turn to 5 low-cost, high-impact fixes you can implement this week. These fixes address the most common, recurring dangers we identified across all 5 spots. Recreating your high-impact safety checklist. You don't need expensive contractors or complicated technology to make massive improvements. You need awareness and a trip to the local hardware store. Fix 1. The $10 tape rule. Falls often happen when we miss the edge of a step. This is especially true on stairwells with patterned carpet or poor lighting. Purchase high-contrast, durable glow-in-the-dark tape. This is inexpensive. Apply this tape to the very edge of the first and last step of every staircase in your home. Do this also for single-step changes, like the step down into a garage or laundry room. The visual contrast during the day and the soft glow at night will define the hazard zone perfectly. This small investment can prevent a catastrophic fall. Fix 2. The 2-mat strategy. In the kitchen and the bathroom, we often use mats for comfort or decoration, but mats are silent killers. They slide, they bunch up, and they trap feet. If a mat slides, you are already falling. The fix is the 2-mat strategy. If you have a mat, you must have a high-quality non-slip pad underneath it. The rubber backing must fully adhere to the floor. But the better fix is the second part of the strategy. Eliminate small, unsecured throw rugs completely. If you have a decorative rug that serves no functional purpose, roll it up and put it away. It is an unnecessary risk. Keep only those mats that are absolutely necessary, like the large mat next to the sink, and ensure they are 100% secured. Fix 3. Lighting layering. We often rely on a single overhead light. When you flip the switch, the room is either blindingly bright or pitch dark. To prevent falls, you need multiple layers of light. Every room, especially the living room, should have at least 3 separate light sources operating simultaneously: floor lamps, table lamps, and overhead fixtures. This creates a smooth, shadowless environment. Shadows distort our depth perception and hide tripping hazards. If you notice a dark corner in a high-traffic area, place an inexpensive torch lamp there immediately. Eliminate the shadows. Fix 4. The grip upgrade. Go to your shower or tub immediately after watching this. Place your hand on your existing grab bar. Does it wiggle? Does it spin slightly? Does it rely only on suction cups? If the answer is yes to any of those, you are using a liability, not a safety device. Suction cup bars are temporary aids at best. If you rely on them for full weight bearing, they will fail eventually. Invest in a professional, wall-mounted screw-in grab bar. It must be installed into the wall studs, where it can bear significant weight. This is the single most important safety upgrade in the bathroom. Do not postpone this due to cost or complexity. Fix 5. Walk the walk. Check. Once a month, you must perform a simulated safety drill. Walk through your 5 danger zones while wearing your favorite, most comfortable footwear. Are they slippers? Are they loose sandals? Pay attention to how your feet interact with the environment. Loose slippers are a fall risk because they catch on carpet edges. If your slippers don't have a rigid, non-slip sole and a closed back, they should be retired immediately. Good shoes inside the house, with firm support and thin soles, are crucial. Fall prevention is not about living in fear. It is about engineering your environment for success. It is about understanding that your home should work for you, not against you. The key to long-term safety is consistency. These checks are not a one-time thing. You must make them a weekly habit. Next, we need to talk about the one critical item we carry with us every day that can radically increase or decrease our fall risk, often without us realizing it. It's the ultimate mobile stability aid, but only if you use it correctly. We'll show you exactly how to integrate this tool seamlessly into your daily life for maximum protection.